Hello, everybody. Welcome to Slogan's Rock and Metal Extravaganza. We're here today for Best Songs of Foreigner, and we got a very special guest. We've stolen Grant from the warehouse. He's no longer stocking shelves.
I don't stock shelves. That's I do now since Logan left.
Yeah,
and Marlon didn't miss. You never see him there.
he's MIA.
I don't know what happened to him. It's just me and DC.
Yeah. So yeah, we're here to pick our favorite songs from every Foreigner album. So yeah, they were formed in New York City, kind of British-American band. Half the members were British, half of them were American, and that's where they came up with the name, because they, no matter where they'd be Foreigners. So it's kind of a funny name for that. So yeah, we start off with first album. We got the debut, that wonderful album cover with that, terrible picture.
Back cover's even better. Look at that.
Yeah. So yeah, we got.
At least you've got Logan. At least you've got an original pressing with the hype sticker. Well played.
Yeah, look at that.
I've got the same one. I got the hype sticker on mine.
Yeah, we got because Lou Gramm on vocals, Mick Jones on guitar vocals, Ian McDonald, who was in King Crimson, on guitars, keyboards, horns, and vocals, Al Greenwood, keyboard synthesizer, Ed Gagliardi on bass and vocals, and Dennis Elliott on drums. So we got Feels Like the First Time, Cold as Ice, Star Rider, Head Knocker, Damage is Done, Long, Long Way from Home, Woman Oh Woman, At War with the World, Fool for You Anyway, and I Need You. So we'll start with Grant. What are you going to pick off of this?
It's an easy choice. I like the whole thing, though.
Yeah.
No, but if I'm going to pick one track...
It's hard to pick one song off of this.
It's an easy pick. I think the greatest track on the record is Long, Long Way from Home. You've got the clavinet. I think that's being played by... I think on that track, if I'm not wrong, I think that was...
Yeah? Or is it Nick?
No, I think it was... I'm not sure, but I always thought that clavinet part was like Ed playing bass, but it's not. But that clavinet part is so predominant and so key to it. So Long, Long Way from a very heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the record goes, that's the heaviest thing probably on the record.
Yeah.
The whole record is a good record. Geez, Lou Gramm, has he sounded any better?
That's a classic song.
Yeah, but first record, they've had a chance to write everything.
Hit it out of the park right off the bat. Like it's
100%. At the time, it got a lot of mixed reviews because we're starting that whole AOR era, and people were going, but you know what? Production-wise, songwriting, the arrangements, it's not too busy. It's just good rock. And Lou Gramm, one of my favorite vocalists of all time. Yeah. Absolutely brings it. And really, for me, there's nothing on this record, but Long, Long Way from Home for me, it's just because it's not overplayed, but then it's played a little bit, and I love it. I think it's phenomenal.
Cool. So I thought you were going to go Star Rider because it's a little bit one of the more proggy kind of tunes, and I thought you were going to go with Star Rider, but
no, Long, Long Way from Home always has been my favorite.
Cool. So, you kind of, I guess maybe people got hit over the head with Feels Like the First Time too much, and maybe that was why people kind of crapped on it at first. I don't know, but that's still a great song too. Even Cold as Ice.
One of the best debuts of the 70s, really.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, this is up there with the first Boston album.
Well, I think it's aged better. Back at the time, no one really thought much about it. Well, you did. I remember when I heard it when I was a kid, I was just like floored by it. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. But Rolling Stone dogged it. It was just...
What does Rolling Stone like?
They didn't like
They dog a lot of stuff.
They didn't like anybody then. Unless it was Dylan or...
Yeah. Pretty much.
No.
Cool. So Logan, what are you going on?
I'm going with At War with the World, which is kind of...
That's a great
what Grant was saying. The Long, Long Way from Home is heavy. I kind of think this one's maybe on the same level
equally,
of heaviness. I don't know. Yeah, but
100%.
yeah, probably my favorite Foreigner song too. It's got that
Okay.
like I almost say it's almost like funk inspired the riff at the start, and I love Dennis Elliott's drums at the start of that song. Um, and then the main break in the track with the main riff, and then Lou kind of playing off each other. His vocals, man. I mean, Grant already said it. He's probably one of the best. He's probably one of the best vocalists ever to me. Um, and I would have loved to seen him, but we tried a couple times, and
You went to
it
see him
just wasn't in the
twice.
Well, he's
wasn't in the
not what
cards.
he was, but either
Yeah,
is
yeah.
anybody
I
at that
still would.
level.
Well,
He's still
yeah.
a
I
good
mean,
singer, though.
by the time I would have been able to see him, Grant, he wouldn't have been anywhere near, but it would have been
That's
awesome to
true.
see him. But
Well,
yeah, and
I saw him on the Double Vision tour when I was a kid.
Nice.
yep. What you brought that story up, right? Ambrosia opened. Is that
Ambrosia
what?
opened,
Yeah,
and the crowd absolutely despised Ambrosia because they were kind of doing that prog rock thing. This was 78. So they just had those 2 prog albums out. So they were still
right.
in
Yeah,
that prog vein. And they were playing and people just were going,
Yeah.
"Woo." And then, Mike David Pack just flipped everybody off. Said, and he went, "Fuck you."
That's
To the
hilarious.
whole crowd, and they just kept on playing. It was
that's
something,
funny,
and that
man.
was, like, my first concert, so as a kid, I'm going, "Ooh,
Oh man.
is this what goes on?"
Would have been funnier if it
But
was John
yeah,
Anderson and Yes opening. Imagine him flipping people off with his voice. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
The only other time that in a situation was I've told about this, 1979 Scorpions, April Wine, Sammy Hagar. My folks went with my friend, and someone had this bag of white stuff. I was
Uh-oh.
a kid, I didn't know what it was, but they dropped it on the
Oh
floor.
god.
I don't know what it was. Something in a bag that was
Sugar.
white. You fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
it was
I
just
was
sugar,
it
obviously.
was probably sugar, and I
Yeah,
remember that, and the guy went, "Oh, shit," and he went to so it must have been something valuable.
but
Oh boy.
yeah. On
True
the rest
story,
of that,
true story.
I just like the chorus, how it changes. It goes like complete 180 from the main riff. And I love the backing vocals too. These guys were really all well-rounded musicians and singers. And Sydney already brought up Ian McDonald being in King Crimson, and kind of a not a super group, but you had their prog elements and their rock elements and blues elements. They just blended everything nicely in this track, I think. But yeah,
Probably
great
flour,
song.
talcum powder.
There's a poll. What was it? Yeah. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, yeah, Mick Jones was like a late lineup of Spooky Tooth. He wasn't an original member, but he
Oh
was there
yeah, and he
with
was in Leslie West's band too. Forgot
Leslie
about that.
West from Mountain, yeah.
But I think he
And
didn't do much songwriting except, like, on that one, "I broke your" wait a minute, "You broke my heart, so I
So I
busted."
busted your jaw. It's like, uh-oh.
what a great album title, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but that was Lake Spooky Tooth, and I don't know, I think he did some writing on that record.
Probably.
I'm not someone correct me if I'm wrong. I think he did.
Concerts are lame now. Nobody brings sugar into shows anymore.
I know, you have to go up to the front, make sure
Uh,
you order your iced tea properly if you need that, because
all right, so Logan, you're done on that?
Yeah, I'm finished.
Okay. So yeah, me and Grant are in sync on this. Mine's Long, Long Way from Home. This might actually even be like a top 2 or 3 Foreigner song for me.
easy.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if you hear it, but I even went to look it up to see if my ears are playing tricks, but it's sort of similar. Kind of reminds me of the Come On and Love Me riff by Kiss, except this is a way more intricate song. And then it turns into its
What are you
own.
saying, Kiss isn't intricate?
No,
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, come on,
Are you
Sydney.
dogging
What?
Kiss? You're
no,
gonna
no.
set the
Yeah.
Kiss
Kiss
community
keeps it
on
simple,
fire.
right? Kiss keeps it simple, but they've been successful
No,
for a
I
reason.
thought that was a slam.
Yeah. Oh god, Gene's never coming on the show now.
Nope, not now.
Yeah, kind of starts off with that, and then you got like the keys in there that remind you a lot of kind of the keys on Fox on the Run. Kind of has that feel to it. And then yeah, there's a second time where he says, "I'm looking out for the two of us," with like the sax riff thrown with the sax in there, and then there's a great sax solo. This is kind of like this dark song, but it's got like that
Yeah.
heavy riff throughout, and it actually just again it all comes back to Supernatural. This was used in an episode, and it just kind of reminds me of like binge watching that with my wife. We went through all the seasons. There was like 15 seasons, and it
So
was
cute.
yeah. Oh, I'm all sentimental now. Yeah,
Oh, to be in love. Oh, that's so nice.
yeah. So those I get a kick out of here, and the Supernatural is always throwing in like classic rock songs in there, and it's cool to hear that in there. So and for that, there's other songs I might like better musically, but for me that puts it over because it just kind of yeah. But no, it's always been a favorite anyways. Long, so I went with "Long, Long Way from Home." Great song. Like there's no guitar solo, but usually I'm not a sax guy. But for whatever
Well, you
reason,
have clavinet. You don't need guitar when
yeah,
you have clavinet, damn it.
yeah, there's that
Look at
cool
Stevie
vocal.
Wonder.
But yeah, like even the sax solo is great. Like it's dark. It's like kind of like this dark sax solo, and I like it better than the live version. Live, they kind of sped it up and tried to make it into like this really fast song, and it just doesn't work. Kind of takes the feel away from it a little bit. But
Yeah, but what do you mean? Which live? You talking
I'm talking like
1978
the 70s
television
live
stuff
version
or
where it's
what?
like sped up and it's like, why are you playing this so fast? Like it's not a fast song. But yeah, anyways, the studio version, yeah, great. I had to go with Long, Long Way from Home. So that's cool. So Logan's losing so far. No, I'm kidding.
No
Uh,
one's a loser here.
I was
All
losing.
this stuff
It's
is
all
top
good stuff.
notch.
So that brings us to I don't know which one to show. This is the original, and then this is the
That
Yeah,
is
I
reissue.
guess
the
I have some
original,
issues.
correct. Now, if you had the original Atlantic CD, they came out with the second cover.
Yeah,
Until
that's
the remaster, then they put back the original
yeah,
cover. I
like
think the
yeah,
original
they
cover's
used the second. It's the same picture. The colors are all just different.
I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. So yeah, same lineup as the first album. You got
Keith Olsen production on this?
oh, is this one of those ones where the songs are in the wrong order on the album? What is this?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
the
the reissue one is the right way.
the reissue one is correct. The original has the songs jumbled up everywhere. So
Yeah.
yeah, so you got Hot Blooded, the big huge hit that everybody probably knows. Blue
Never
Morning, Blue Day, You're All I Am, Back Where You Belong, Love Has Taken Its Toll, Double Vision, Tremontaine. It's an instrumental.
Yeah, I don't-
I Have Waited So Long, Lonely Children, and Spellbinder. So, Grant, what are you going with?
Well, this record, when I was trying to decide, this was a lot harder decision. I'm not saying that this is a better album. I think a lot of people probably consider the debut of the better album. I don't necessarily. I don't detect a sophomore slump at all with this
Oh,
record. And it might be even to me, I might even like it better. Though I do think I must say that this has production. This is what was the first album? John Sinclair? I can't remember. This is a Keith Olsen production, but both of these records, when I listen to them, you could take all the tracks, jumble them up, and for some reason, I know totally different studios, totally different producers, but the records sound identical to me. They sound the same. All the songs here are good. I might even like it better, but I was looking at 'em and I'm going, "Well, I think probably the best song on the record, even though we've probably heard it a million times, but it's one of the tracks that I never get tired of." I'm gonna have to go with Blue Morning, Blue Day.
okay.
Kinda moody mid to everyone's what am I gonna, like, describe the damn
A
thing?
ballad, sort of, but not really.
No, it's a mid-tempo rocker. It's AOR, goodness, you could look this up in the dictionary. What is AOR?
A
Blue
made up
Morning, Blue
term.
Day, you could put that right there. But the thing I'm picking this is because I love Lou Graham's delivery on it. I love Mick Jones' guitar. One thing about Mick Jones, you have to give him props, and no one does.
No.
He's such a good guitar player, and he has such a great Marshall tone. He's got that very woody sound, kinda like Angus Young, which also has a great sound, but Mick Jones is phenomenal, his guitar tone on these first 2 records. I needed to add that. But this song has Ian McDonald playing the keyboards on it, so I dig it. Yeah, you've heard it a million times,
Yeah.
but I'd rather listen to this than Hot Blooded. I don't have a problem with Hot Blooded. I don't have a problem with any of the tracks on here, but I think this track really is really good songwriting, good production, everything that encompasses this track, I think it's really a perfect combo,
Yeah.
of the whole thing. But I like the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a classic album.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Logan, what are you going with?
Well, kind of like what Grant said. I mean, all three of the hits on here are great, but I went for a little bit deeper in the album. I
I
went
know
with
you're
Spellbinder actually. Yeah. That's
Let's see.
Spellbinder.
You could pick Spellbinder too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
more
it's
of a
the
cheaper
last.
track, but it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit progressive, and I think it kind of shows the band's hard rock and prog side a little bit. Even some of their blues side too. I think Lou kind of doesn't sound too dissimilar on this than he does on them Black Sheep albums to me. You know, it's kind of
No,
got
he
like that
still
blues
has
edge
that
to it.
same 100%. I agree. Those
Yeah.
Black Sheep albums, Lou
That's
Graham, man. I could see why Mick Jones, he heard those and went, I need
I
this
need
guy.
this guy.
I need this guy.
And we screwed him in the end.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'll get to
And
that.
Grant brought up David Pack. He actually does the string arrangements at the end of this track, I think. I think he might do it on Double Vision too. I think there's strings on Double Vision. I
David
can't remember though. I might be wrong. Huh?
David Pack was a named
Yeah,
version.
yeah, David Pack.
Oh, you
Yeah,
said
yeah, and he does
oh,
the string arrangements on this
I
song.
thought you said
So,
Peak.
oh no,
Who's David?
maybe I did. Maybe I did with my accent, Grant. I don't know.
Oh, that's what it is. Throwing me off, young Logan.
But kind of what Grant was talking about with Mick Jones being a great guitarist that nobody talks about. He gets a cool solo too about 3 minutes into this track. I think he always did things that fit into the songs just perfect. And it's got like some backwards guitar parts too at the end. I thought that was cool. So yeah, that's my pick. But you could go with any of them pretty much. I mean, they're all
Yeah,
great.
it's a good record. Yeah.
My pick's probably pretty uneventful. I went with the title track, Double Vision. Always loved that
It's great,
song.
man.
Well,
Probably one
Vision's
of my-
great too.
So I went to a deep explanation with this. So yeah, you got drum rolls right at it starts with the riff that's throughout the song, and then you got these good cool drum rolls that come in right before the vocals, and then there's the great sax before the chorus. You got the keys going on during the chorus. Then there's I like how before the line where he sings "Tonight's the night, I'm gonna push it to the limit." He throws in those quick leads, and
Yeah.
then at the second. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. So there's at the second chorus, the second time he says the chorus, there's actually added words. You go at the beginning, the first part of the first chorus, he says it goes from my double vision gets the best of me to my double vision always seems to get the best of me. So because he's adding those extra words and there's some extra chords, there's 4 extra chords thrown in there the second
Yeah,
time.
the notes go with the
And it's played really, really fast. So he's doing 8 chords all at once, and it's just going really, really fast along with the vocals. And these are not really things I really notice until you actually sit there listening and dissecting the song. But it just shows you why it's so catchy and memorable because there's all these clever, subtle things like that thrown in there that just bump it up even more. And there's so much going on. It sounds like just such a simple song, but then there's all these subtle things like that thrown in there, which just make it so great. I think it's just a really clever and well thought out song. As well as all of this stuff, it's all great. So, but yeah, I'm going with Double Vision, the title track. And that brings us to, I think this is your favorite, right? Head Games.
It's mine.
Yeah.
It never used to be, but it is now.
I wonder why it's your favorite. Was it the cover?
No, I thought the cover was horrible. Didn't like the cover. I like the Double Vision cover. I know Martin always bitches
That
about
cover's
it. He
not
has bitched about the Double Vision cover, but I kind of dig it. Not the
Right.
second version. I like the brown cover. I think that's a good cover. But Head Games cover, I'm going,
Yeah, it's kind of
it's all right. But
reminds me of almost of the Force It album cover by UFO. A little bit.
kind of looks like a Hypnosis cover to me.
Kind of looks weird.
Because that was Hypnosis.
And she looks terrified. I don't want to know why she looks so terrified.
Well, yeah, 'cause she's sitting on a urinal. I would look. What's she using as a? I don't think it
Yeah,
squirts
she's sitting
up.
at a urinal.
Maybe it does.
Very, yeah, I don't get that. Yeah. Who knows? So yeah, we got Dirty White Boy, Love on the Telephone, Women, I'll Get Even with You, 17, Head Games, Modern Day, Blinded by Science, Do What You Like, and Rev on the Red Line. So what are you going with, Brent?
Rev on the Red Line is my favorite Foreigner song of all time.
Okay, well that was an easy choice for this.
Easy. What is there not to like about it?
That's
It's
a great
just rocks. It's great songwriting. The production. I like what Roy Thomas Baker brought to the table, except for one thing. I think it has some of the most hideous drum sounds on the planet. The drums sound like they were recorded with cardboard boxes surrounding them or something, or
They
maybe
were
they
were
were
they re
using
were they re
cardboard.
were they recorded in that bathroom where she's at?
Probably.
Well, no, because there's not enough echo for that. But it sounds like they're playing on cardboard boxes. But I like the whole new wave element. It's like Foreigner's trying to update their
Yeah.
sound a bit because it's like a good combination of AOR and new wave. No, it's not totally new wave. It's not enough new wave that you listen to it and go, "Oh my goodness."
No,
It still sounds like traditional Foreigner. This is probably the last one that really sounded like
probably. Yeah.
Foreigner
Yeah.
Well, they're already losing band members at this point.
because Ed's already gone.
Ed's gone by this, and yeah, he's replaced by what's
And
his
Ed
name?
goes to
Rick Wills.
Spies. And uh-huh.
Yeah, he's replaced by Rick Wills, and then Ed goes on to some.
But still, you've got, you still have Ian McDonald there. You still have enough that I still think that I think Ian McDonald had a lot to do with it because, once they lost their sax sound, he brought so much to the table as a musician.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a whole other tangent. But Rev on the Red Line,
Yeah.
gee, me Christmas. I can listen to it
That's a great. Yeah.
over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
It always sounds good. Lou Graham's vocals, the jeez, it's the perfect Foreigner song for me.
Okay. Cool.
It's right up there with Head Games, though. Head Games is right behind it.
Yeah.
Because Rev on the Red Line's kind of like Head Games in a way. But I just think it's what a way to end an album. The
Yeah.
sequencing on this record is so good. Dirty White Boy starts it off. You end it with Rev It on the Red Line.
Oh yeah. Starts heavy
Yep.
and ends heavy.
I think they liked Roy Thomas Baker, just the way this record sounds.
Well, they always landed big name producers. Like they were always getting big. So, Logan, what are you going with?
Well, I can't really say much more than Grant did, so
Same
that's gonna
song?
be mine. Yeah,
Oh,
Rev
yeah.
on the Red Line, yeah. And I just
Yeah.
wanted to mention it's like one of the rare Al Greenwood and Lou Graham songwriting credits. I think it's like the only one them two wrote together, or at least credited for together, from what I looked at. Because usually it's Mick Jones or Lou Graham or Mick Jones and Lou Graham, so it's kind of cool. Al gets a co-writing credit,
Yeah,
and you can tell.
Al needs to get more credit, I think.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell, especially on this song, because it's pretty, like Kyle Grant was saying, like they're kind of going in a new wave direction. There's a lot of keyboard heavy moments on this song, but like I said about Spellbinder, there's a great Mick Jones solo before the last verse, and I love the whole concept of the song. Him about the joys of street racing, pretty much, stealing or had to pay off the
I
judge.
think it encapsulates it. There's
Yeah.
there's something about the sound of this
Yeah.
record. No, I told you I hate the drums, but I like everything else about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because it's 1980? I mean, this is 79. Is it 1979? Something about this record, I just think it really sounds good.
Yeah.
It's a great album, man. Yeah.
It's like everything fell into place, and I don't think the band, well, obviously, Mick Jones didn't feel that this was the way the band should go, but
Yeah.
it's too bad.
Yeah, man.
I would've
Wonder
liked
what would have
to see them
happened if it
kept
went the
going.
other way. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the last album that's got a Mick Jones vocal on it too, so, after that,
Yeah.
that's it. And I used to like the first 3 albums, I like that they would have Mick sing a couple of songs and Lou. I
Yeah.
dug that 'cause it
Yeah.
was kinda like a nice
Different voices completely.
yeah, 2 different voices, and I think it worked well. I don't know.
I just wonder.
They lost
just
something
wonder-
after this.
I wonder if the ego thing got in the way there because Mick
Yeah.
wasn't having any hits with his songs, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Come on. There's a lot of problems.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I went with the first song, "Dirty White Boy," is the name that I decided to choose today. Yeah, I went with "Dirty
Cool.
White Boy." What a cool riff! It was I was torn between this and "Women" because I like those songs equally. It was just hard to even rev on. There were just so many great songs on this, but I ended up going with "Dirty White Boy." Just that heavy riff throughout it, and then after kind of near the end, there's a great guitar solo in there, some cool slide work from Mick. And then there's
Yeah.
after the line where he sings "I'll find trouble again." It's like near halfway through the song after the solo. He kind of starts throwing in some really cool leads in the verses, and then and it continues on to the next first, and then at the very end, the kind of song starts kind of like building a little bit. It just kind of like changes the tempos a little bit, and it builds up to like Lou screaming "yeah" at the end, which kind of reminds me a lot of the Who when he screams
Yep.
"yeah" at the end with so it kind of ends off like in a Who style at the end of that song, which I think it's a great, short, high energy song. So the lyrics are a little bit, the lyrics are humorous, but that's my pick.
It's very Kiss-like.
It sounds like Gene could have.
But it's catchy. I don't have a problem with
It's
it.
a catchy, heavy song.
It's not like one of the tracks that I would always return to because it's kinda hot-blooded in that hot-blooded kind of vein lyrically.
Yes, if lyrically, then I can see it bothering you because of the lyrics, but
It's fine. But
yeah,
it's not my go-to track.
no. All right, so then that brings us to, I guess you could say their biggest album, probably
100
four,
yeah.
because that had the big, probably their biggest hit so far at this point with "Waiting for a Girl Like You." So on here they're down to a four-piece, and Logan was saying that was like a joke that they called this four because they're down to four people. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I think it was just 'cause it
Thought.
was the 4th album, and they had 4
Yeah.
people.
we're down to
I think
four
it was a
people.
little bit of both. Yeah.
It's like you went from a six-piece to four, and you kicked two of them to the curb because I guess it's less money to argue with Mick over, or less people to
Maybe,
argue about money over. With Mick. I don't know. Just
but this is the record where I think things started to change,
oh
obviously.
yeah, he started to kind of act like this is my band now, and it's kind of like my way kind of thing. But
I think that was on the next record.
well, big time on the next one. But so we had lineup change. No real lineup changes other than just two guys being kicked out. So Al Greenwood was no longer there, and Ian McDonald was no longer there. So now you're just down to Mick, Lou, Dennis, and then Rick on bass. So we got Nightlife, Jukebox Hero, Break It Up, Waiting for a Girl Like You, Luann, Urgent. Oh my god, this thing's covered. I'm Gonna Win, Woman in Black, Girl on the Moon, and Don't Let Go. So what are you picking?
I'm gonna go with Waiting for a Girl Like You.
Really?
It was like 100%. That
Okay.
listen to that thing over and over again. Plus, I danced with a girl at Swinger back in the day, and it was a life-changing experience.
You were a swinger back in the day?
No, the event that we had in high school was called Swinger. And we were close together.
Okay, that's why you picked it. I see.
No. Whoa, it's got good memories.
Is this
You know
Carol by
that
any
song?
chance?
No. What
Okay.
are you talking about? This is when I was alive. Waiting for but I like it. It's heavy it's to talk about. It's a power ballad, basically. Beautiful production, great keyboards from Thomas Dolby. I dig it. I think Lou Graham's delivery again makes the song.
Uh-oh. Oh my.
Well, I could pick Girl on the Moon or Jukebox Hero, but I was in a band and we played Jukebox Hero. I really don't have to listen to Jukebox Hero ever again.
Oh god.
Jukebox
Okay.
Hero is kinda hard to play, though. The timing of it's kinda odd. You have to come in just at the right time. Uh, the only other thing I just remember Lou Gramm was talking about this on the '80s cruises, how, Mutt Lange really would push him so hard because a lot of this stuff was at the upper part of Lou's register, so a lot of this stuff was really hard to sing for him, but he did it, and he I believe he said in the interview that he really doesn't like to push himself that hard, but he did. But I guess it was an interesting time with Mutt. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
'Cause there was a lot of it's a lot very high up there in his high register for him, and he really wanted him to project on stuff. So listen to Jukebox Hero, you can hear that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, I'm just saying, if you listen to it, his vocal delivery on here is a lot different than the other records, is what I'm saying.
Huh.
Um,
He's a great singer though, because like different albums he's sounding different. Like he's such a great singer.
right. But I think well, I like most of I probably like half the tracks. It's not
Yeah.
like the other records where I like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Here, Girl on the Moon I like, Waiting for a Girl Like You. Urgent, I don't want to have to hear Urgent again. For some reason,
yeah,
that Junior Walker sax solo, yeah,
no.
I know you got Junior Walker in, but I'm sure Ian McDonald could have played the damn
Yeah,
thing.
it's like they fired them so they could just hire someone in, so they didn't have to pay them for their contribution.
Yeah,
I guess.
I know that Ian McDonald could play that
Yeah,
solo. It just kind of drives me crazy. And plus, when I was a kid, when I found out that they fired everybody, it kind of pissed me off a bit because kept thinking, why would you change the chemistry in the band so
yeah.
much? You just can't drop that many people.
And to pull off
I
some of
think
those
it
songs
should.
live, like with that many,
Right.
you go from a 6-piece where there's all these intricate parts. You fired 2 of them. How are you pulling all? You're going to lose a lot of sound on some of those songs with 4 people. It's
But
just
I just think it's more of a departure than I think Head Games was. Now, I'm not saying that's good or bad. The album buying public obviously liked this record. Who am
Yeah.
I?
yeah, I like about half of it too. It's just like
I think it sounds good. I like what Thomas Dolby did, but there's nothing on here that I don't think that the original band could not have tackled with any problem.
exactly.
I just don't understand.
Yeah, there's no need to get rid of any of the band members. It's ridiculous.
Whatever. It is
But,
what it is.
yeah.
This is probably when Lou was starting to think, Jesus, things are really changing. Because
So
Lou just wanted to rock out, and now we're starting to do a
Right.
lot more poppier stuff.
Yeah.
He wanted to rock out what Lou wanted to do. And, Mick is changing a lot of it. From what I heard when Lou was talking about it,
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think it's a good record, just not exactly my Foreigner.
No. So Logan, what are you picking?
Well, I'm going to comment on a little bit of what you guys were talking about first, because I think there's a big divide between the first 3 and the next 3. And to
Oh,
me personally, I
100%.
like all of them. So, I mean, I get what you guys are saying, but I still think they make good music, But,
What you want.
Here comes the urgent pick.
yeah. No, I'm not going to
Vanessa
pick
says,
Urgent,
"Go
actually,
listen to
but
Shadow King." I didn't. We looked at
I would.
Shadow King,
Yeah.
and I don't think
Yeah.
that record stands up to anything else.
It's
Well,
not. I think his solo albums
Foreigner
are probably
4 is
better than
better
Shadow
than
King, to be honest
Shadow
with you.
King,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they
But yeah,
rock.
I'm gonna go with Woman in Black. I'm going Woman
Wow.
in Black for mine. Yeah. I like how it starts with that guitar line that kind of comes back later in the track. And I can't believe, well, Grant did mention Thomas Dolby's playing the keyboards for most of this album, so I think he's doing it on this one. Probably those synths at the start. And then the first 40 seconds or so, it's just like a great build up to that to the rest of the band kicking in. It's got like a great lead guitar part before the song breaks into its main riff. Probably one of my favorite Mick Jones riffs. Rest of the band keep it 4 on the floor. Simple during the verses, and I think it's just part of the song's charm. And I think it's one of their best choruses. Probably, I like the interplay between the band and Lou and the backing vocals. And yeah, I just like how they do the slight changes in arrangements, kind of like what Sydney was talking about. They kind of kept that going, at least on this album. I could see maybe the next 2, they kind of started to just
More
do
straightforward.
verse, chorus. Yeah. But yeah, Mick plays like a delay pedal on the second verse. I thought that was kind of cool. And yeah, it gets a cool little solo. It's kind of split in 2 on this track. And it's probably, arguably one of my favorite solos he did. So yeah, Woman in Black.
Nice.
I like this album more than you 2, I guess.
Pretty much a
So.
deep cut, basically.
I would say that's I guess.
Yeah. I'm going deep.
Yep. So I went Jukebox Hero. This was easy for me because that's actually my favorite Foreigner song. And I don't know if that sounds lame to pick that as your favorite Foreigner song, but
No,
Great song.
it's one of the best tracks on the record. At
and
least it rocks.
I never get tired of hearing that. Like, yeah, it sounds very complex. It sounds like it would be very complex to play because there's 2 different parts to the song that keep kind of completely different tempo changes. Starts off with just like that kind of slow, like moody kind of feel, and then it gets rocking and just gets fast. But yeah, I like the line about where he sings a beat up 6 string, and you kind of hear like I don't know if he's doing like a pick slide or a bend, and it sounds like guitar is almost crying the way he does it after the line of beat up 6-string.
It's probably the guitar crying because it knows what's coming on the next album.
Really. But I thought that was really clever. Like, again, these little weird, subtle things that they throw in that kind of match with like the lyrical content. So I thought that was really clever. And then every time he screams that one guitar, the heavy riff kicks in, the heavy guitar riff kicks in, and then the song just picks up halfway, and just the solo is great and just turns into like, yeah, this fast, heavy rocker. I like the live version a little bit better too, though, because he extends the solo. The live version of this is classic too. But yeah, that's my favorite
Live version from what?
from I guess just from this tour, I guess, from
Okay.
the original live version. But yeah,
Okay.
the video that's on YouTube. Yeah,
But I think Jukebox Hero is more closely aligned to vintage Foreigner than anything else on the
yeah.
record.
To me, this could have been on the first album. I think, like it's
Or the second. It would have fit
any of the
It
first
would
three really.
on
Like,
it would I don't think it would have fit very well on
maybe not on Head
Head
Game.
Games, but the first two, I think.
Yeah, it's
On this
played a lot
record?
on the radio, but for me, it's not overplayed. I don't care hearing it. I actually really like. Yeah, it's my favorite Foreigner
I mean,
song.
I
So
don't turn it off when I hear it if it
no.
pops on,
Mm.
but I always just think how it's kinda it's a weird song to play.
Yeah, here in Canada, I haven't listened to the radio for years, but like they used to play that song like 5 times a day here. Like it's just
Mm.
so popular on Canadian classic rock radio.
Well, they
But
used to play it a lot here, but I haven't maybe once a week, maybe twice a
um,
week you might hear it.
yeah, it's probably the most
If you're
popular.
listening to it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. So that brings us to Grant's favorite album of all time,
Oh, I hate this record.
Agent
Big
Provocateur.
F. Big F for Grant.
Ugh.
Big F.
F stands for fail, not foreigner.
Stands for commercial slop is what it sounds.
Oh, come on now.
You like that stuff. I think this is just absolutely
I don't think it's that bad.
I think it's horrible. There's no songwriting here except for one song. It's synth-driven rock. It sounds fake. It sounds synthetic. It sounds glossy. There is no emotion left in Foreigner at all, except for one song, and I never wanna hear that song again, and I never play that song, but that's the only song that I pick. I don't care for this record at all.
Yeah, it's hit or miss for me too.
It makes the world go round. It makes the world go round.
Does it?
Sorry,
No one
Logan. I knew we
talks
were going
about
to gang
this
up on you
album.
for this one because I know you love
Well,
this.
I don't
and
care, man. This is
No
a good
one
record.
talks
I don't
about
care.
this record. No one. It's off the radar. They only talk about the first 4, and that's it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So you got Tooth and Nail. That was yesterday. I Want to Know What Love Is. It's obviously the huge hit. Growing Up the Hard Way. Reaction to Action. Stranger in My Own House. A Love in Vain. Down on Love. Lots of love. It's yeah. 2 Different Worlds and She's Too Tough. So yeah, you told us live before we went live what you were picking. So
No,
talk about I Want to
was
Know What Love
lying.
Is. You were lying.
No, I'm not picking that piece of shit. I'm
Okay.
picking That Was Yesterday. That
Okay.
is the best track on the record.
That piece
I mean, it's synth driven, but it's still pop rock, but it still maintains. I think That Was Yesterday could still fit on Foreigner 4. But other than that,
Yeah.
I Want to Know What Love Is, the whole thing where
Yeah, it's kind
Mick
of
Jones was making Lou Gramm sing it, and Lou had nothing to do with it, and just threw it to him like Lou's a piece of meat or just like a hired hand. It's just I don't like the whole vibe on this record. And, Lou had so much to do with Foreigner's success,
yeah.
and, Lou was not into this record at all.
No.
Uh, of course, Lou sounds great on it. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, he still brings it, but it just seems like a money grab. It just seems like Foreigners. There's no heart in the band anymore.
Yeah.
It seems like all Mick Jones is for is get a big hit. Let's get a big paycheck. Come on.
Yeah. And by let's, he meant himself, nobody else.
100% because he took all the songwriting credit
Get
on
into that.
Waiting and didn't include anybody, didn't have any input from, usually Lou's writing lyrics or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I was watching that interview that Lou Gramm gave on what's that guy's channel? He's a Canadian guy who interviews all these musicians. But Lou was getting into that, and he was just like, "Yeah, me and Mick would always sit down, and we'd have like sticky notes, and when we would write songs together, we would write on the note the percentage of what we feel each person should get. And I always gave Mick more because I always felt he contributed to the songs more. So we did I Want to Know What Love Is. I wrote 40 Lou, 60 Mick.
Well, Al, I want to say that the church music song is great, but would any of the old Foreigner ever do anything like that? It doesn't seem like a Foreigner track.
No.
I mean, it was a big sing. All the kids loved it. It was meant for American
School
top 40
dances.
radio.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it seemed like the band was into at the time. Or I mean, Mick.
Basically.
You know, people want a paycheck in a band. I get it. You want success, but I think Foreigner had a lot of success. Even prior. I just don't get it. You know? I don't know.
Yeah, like they would write on the sticky notes. Lou would do for this song specifically. He wrote 40 Lou, 60 Mick.
Right.
Mick said 80 to 20. So then they're like, we scrapped that. Let's do this again because we're not agreeing. So let's write again. Lou
Yeah, that's the story. One of the stories.
Lou went and write. Okay, fine. I'll take 30%. You can have 70. Mick countered back with 95% for me and 5% for you. What? It's even less now.
See, that shit just.
Now you're just being an ass. Like, and Lou was just like, why are you doing this to me? Like, he said, you know what? Take the X. I don't even need that. You don't even want what's with the 5%. So you know what? You want this? Take the 100%. It'll have only your name on it, just how you like it. I'm done. You take the whole song, and then it's their biggest hit, and he gets millions of dollars from it.
I just find it odd that they would. I just find it odd that they would go to this extreme because you know they were a '70s band, but they made the progression into the '80s very well.
Yeah.
To go to this extreme in commerciality and with where are the songs?
Yeah,
there's a couple of songs, but where are the songs on this record, Logan?
They're on here, Grant. They're on here.
Why don't throw me something that's even memorable?
Well, I'm not going to argue about it. I like the record. Okay.
All right, so let's get to it, Logan. What are you going to pick?
A song other than what he's going to name, but
Tooth and Nail, baby. Love that song.
Oh, I got
it. Love
it.
Oh, of course you would love
that. Yep. I think it kicks the album off in a great way, and I love the heavy riff, and I love the drum machines.
Oh,
all right?
Jesus. Oh. What can I get out of this? Now you're going to lose me.
Here comes
I've never heard anybody on a show say, I love that drum machine. Oh, I just love it. It's great.
Hey.
I like the drumming better. I like the drum machine better than his actual drumming. Can you imagine?
Got a great anthemic chorus. Love Lou's vocals on this song. Love Mick's guitar solo. And yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything much else to say.
Well, they play Tooth and Nail all the time.
Do they
still play it should have been. It should have been a single, Grant. It should have been a single.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Logan's getting Foreigner confused with Dokken. Kyle coming in for the win.
That's a great song. Tooth and Nail by Dokken is great.
Well, that's a different
Tooth and Nail by Foreigner is killer too.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
If you're deaf and mute.
Oh my goodness.
And you have no
That's all. I'm not going to say anymore.
Poor Logan. So yeah, I went with this is where Grant makes fun of me. I went with She's Too Tough.
I'm not gonna make fun of I don't even know it. I can't even remember it.
Yeah, the thing is half these songs I listened to them, I had to pick something, so I just went with She's Too Tough. It's kinda like this. There's not much to say. Just kinda like this up tempo, almost ZZ Top Eliminator sound. Except the songs.
Oh, that's what I want my Foreigner.
The songs on Eliminator are way better though. They're actually memorable. Yeah, they have the drum machine, but you know what? There's actually some good memorable stuff on Eliminator. I actually don't mind Eliminator, even though the drums sound all programmed. But
yeah, but it's not as bad as this record, I don't think.
No, nowhere near. But I think She's Too Tough is a good song. Am I going to put it on if I want to listen to Foreigner? I'm not going to say, I got to listen to She's Too Tough.
Well, Logan probably will. He'll sit there and go, God, this whole record's just great.
Guess what I'm going to play when we get done, guys?
Mom, what's for dinner? Oh, hon, I don't know. I'll have something on the table for you. Well, I need to be tucked in by 8.
Oh.
7:59, Grant. 7:59.
Oh, yeah.
Mom, can you put on Foreigner Agent Provocateur on for me? I want to go to sleep to that record.
I do. I'm gonna go to sleep to Down on Love or
I'd go to sleep
House.
Yeah. Oh no, I went with She's Too Tough. Not much to say. It's kind of like this up tempo kind of fun rocker, but like there's not very many rockers on here. It's probably the only real rocker, I guess. I guess you could say Stranger in My Own House, but it's kind of just a Zeppelin song.
Mm.
But yeah. So
Musical
I went with
masturbation is
She's
what
Too
it is.
Tough. So
Huh?
yeah. So I went to She's Too Tough. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. So now we get to you probably like this album even less. We get to I don't know,
It's more of the same.
inside information. Yeah.
Best album cover ever.
There you go. The album cover's okay. It's just
Who's the chick on the
I don't know
front?
what that has to do with inside information, but
Who's the guy on the back?
That's Thomas Dolby.
Is it actually?
Well,
Yeah, it
who's
looks
it
like
look like?
I don't
Come
know.
on, Logan, do your homework.
It's not on the back of mine, so
Thank the Lord.
Grant. I wouldn't be here if I did my homework.
It's not Thomas Dolby. I don't think he wasn't on this record.
see, Grant's giving us the inside information.
I have no idea.
So what are you picking off of this?
I'm gonna go with "Say
Piece
You
of-
Will" off of Inside Information. It's more of the same. It could be off Foreigner 4. It's if you like Foreigner 4 and you think that's the best album, then you'll like "Say You Will." And it also could have been on the Lou Gramm solo album. Beyond that, I mean, it's anthemic kinda. I don't think it gets much,
No.
but it's still arena ready, slick, commercial. By this time, Lou Gramm had been checked out. He's
Oh,
checked out. It's the whole Mick Jones show, you
yeah.
know?
Well, he even said when they recorded "I Don't Want to Live Without You," he said he went in there and just phoned it in. He was like, "I was doing a Dean Martin or Frank Sinatra impression. I wasn't singing like Lou. I just kind of went in there."
And just did it.
And Mick didn't notice, but I knew what I was doing. So
Yeah, see, it's just
Paid the bills, buddy. It paid the bills.
not
well,
for Mick, not for
yeah,
Lou.
but it just not Lou wasn't into it. I appreciate what Lou
Mick got all the bills paid, not Lou.
100%. I
Unfortunately.
just don't take this seriously, and it's just slow.
Yeah.
"Say You Will's" okay. It's alright. It's catchy. At least I remember it after I hear it.
Having a hard time remembering how any of these songs go. Like listen to it. It's like, how does that song go? Like it's just yeah.
Gee, look at the time, guys. Wow.
So Logan, talk about your favorite album. What are you picking?
I'm going with the last track, "A Night to Remember," which you guys both love, right?
So
Yeah,
much
great.
Hum it for me.
I'm not doing that. I'll talk about it.
My case is closed.
Got some cool double track Mick Jones guitar lines before Lou comes in for the verses. And he's got like a palm muted thing going on during the verses. And then the second half of the verses kind of have keyboards added to the track. And I just think it's great and anthemic. All right. It's got a great chorus. I like it. All right. Stop bullying me.
Logan, stop playing.
George says, "What's wrong with Dean Martin?" 100%.
Yeah.
Nothing
but
Lou
like
likes
yeah.
Dean Martin. Lou likes Dean Martin.
It's funny.
Yeah, Kyle
And
made
this
a
is,
good
by
point.
the way,
Interesting how
Grant
Lou Gramm Kyle made a good point right there. Interesting how Lou Gramm wanted to rock, but his solo stuff is just as poppy. And his solo stuff is good too.
solo stuff's great.
Yeah, it's good, but it's not like hard rock.
So great. I don't understand what's the difference between Ready or Not and
There's
Agent
songs
Provocateur?
on the
Well,
Lou
there's a big
Gramm
difference.
solo
Oh, whatever.
Whatever.
I don't agree.
Yeah.
All right, there are no songs on the Lou Gramm solo albums.
It's a little bit like Tommy Shaw saying Dennis DeYoung is the poppy guy, and then you hear those Tommy Shaw solo albums and go, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, but Tommy Shaw's blatant.
Well, yeah.
It's not even in the same ballpark.
No.
At least with Lou Gramm, you at least recognize
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on.
Pretty much. So yeah, I went with "Counting Every Minute." It's really the only kind of like rock song on here. It almost sounds like a little bit again of the ZZ Top Eliminator sound, a little bit of 90s AC/DC sort of. It's kind of just a up-tempo rock song. I think Lou sounds amazing on it. He actually sings a lot more high pitch than he normally does. Chorus is catchy, sticks in your head. Really fun song. Just great guitar solo in there, and I just think it's, I don't know, it's a highlight for me on an album full of boring ballads. I don't know. It's not a great album for me at all. I'd probably give it like a 2 out of 10 if we were rating this. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. For me, it's hit or miss album, but Counting Every Minute's my choice. So that brings us to
Steven says, "Want a hard rocker? Listen to Under the Gun on the Mr. Moonlight album."
oh god.
Oh God! Don't make Sydney and I go throw up in the corner. Logan's sitting there going, "Oh, let's talk Mr. Moonlight."
We're getting into this, man. The last three,
Soon,
I don't know.
soon.
All right,
Now
let's
we-
go. Let's get this show done.
So now we got Johnny Edwards coming in. Lou was gone. I think everybody else was the same. It's just Johnny Edwards is the new singer. And yeah, we got Only Heaven Knows, Low Down and Dirty, I'll Fight for You, Moment of Truth, Mountain of Love, Ready for the Rain, When the Night Comes Down, Safe in My Heart, No Hiding Place, Flesh Wound, and then the title track finishes it off, Unusual Heat. So Grant, what are you picking? If you can't pick anything and you don't like anything,
I picked Low Down and Dirty.
there you go.
At least it's gritty. It's hard rocking. It's heavier. It's a bit, what are you going to do after Lou Gramm? You cannot really replace Lou Gramm here.
No.
And they were already on a downward spiral. We might as well continue that. It has nothing for me here at all. Some people think it's
songs aren't there. Yeah, no, they're not there.
It's a drink.
Say that again, Logan?
The songs aren't there on this one, Grant.
100%. I agree with you.
Yeah, really. Like, what the hell
And
is
there's
that?
no Lou Gramm, man. I have an issue with
I
that.
don't know what that is.
To me.
I do too. But Lou, applaud you for getting out. I applaud him.
Because Johnny Edwards is actually a phenomenal singer, but it's not fair on him.
Vocalist,
he didn't really write this. It's the Mick Jones project, so it's can't really be.
To me, you look at this, and then you look at like Bad Company with Brian Howe. To me, Bad Company with Brian Howe had the songs. To me, I mean,
no, you're
whatever
right.
you guys think.
No one gives that Brian Howe stuff any credit.
Yeah, I like that song "Holy Water." That was a hit. That was a pretty good song. I don't know.
We had a career after Paul Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these guys tried, and it didn't work out.
It didn't work. They should have called themselves "We Suck."
Come on! He said band name or Warner changed themselves to
They've been milking that for years. So don't get me started on that one.
Yeah. So Logan, what are you picking?
No, I'm going to agree with Grant. Probably Low Down and Dirty is
probably
the best track on it.
Yeah, we're all in agreement. Yeah.
We finally agree.
Yeah. Really ain't got much else to say about it. It's kind of got a dirty blues groove to it, and I think Johnny Edwards has a good song. He's a good singer. Just the song on this record aren't there. Like Grant thinks about the other two, but I like the other two.
Well, of course you do.
Yeah,
but that's about all I'd say.
In all honesty, I've never really met an album that young Logan didn't like. He can find the silver lining in all of them.
Well, yeah, I'm usually pretty positive.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't.
Yeah, same for me. Like, I look at these song titles, I'm like, how does any of this go other than Low Down and Dirty? Like, it's.
And this was on Atlantic, right?
Yep.
This was a contractual album. That's all it was.
And here we go. Produced by Mick
Jones.
Yeah. And then Mick Jones is one of the producers on it. So there you go. He's taken over.
Of course.
See how it Low Down and Dirty kind of sounds like it could have been almost a Blue Murder song. Kind of has that sort of, kind of like a.
You're really going to mention Blue Murder in the same sentence as something off of this record?
That's just
Oh, Sydney.
Very just not.
Don't disrespect Blue Murder.
It's the bluesy tones, very bluesy.
How could you do that to John Sykes?
How could you? May he rest in peace.
With
he's rolling in his grave.
It's the only really good song on this album. So bluesy with kind of like a stripper groove to it. And if you've seen the music video, it's just like I prefer to just listen to the music because the music video is Johnny Edwards rolling around on the floor shirtless, and it's like okay. You might as well watch the Billy Squier music video.
I've never seen the video. I probably won't now. So
it's just
it wasn't a big deal.
No. Just
not at the time. No one said shit about Billy Squier rolling around in a pink shirt because everybody
that's not
was
what
doing
killed.
that.
That's not what killed him, right, Grant? It was the album.
I don't think the album was all that hot, and I think the way things were moving in the 80s, I think he fell out of favor, and I think blaming it on that video was an easy way to point all the problems in Billy Squier's career. Because how many freaking metal dudes were walking around pink shirts. It's not like a big deal.
Ozzy wore a purple shirt in the.
We saw the video and we went, yeah, Billy Squier video, decent song, probably the best song on the record, but that wasn't what killed him. But it's easy to point the finger at it that way. I get it. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so Low Down and Dirty. Yeah, just fun bluesy. So good solo in there, and I just think it stands out among all this. So
Logan you guys just mentioned Billy Squier, and I get going.
Everything else is pretty.
You're gonna say Cheap Trick Doctor while we're here and get me going on that?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Yeah, Dirty White Boy had a little bit of a Cheap Trick feel to it actually, and the soloing on that. I forgot to mention that.
Mind Cheap Trick in that era.
Yeah, and then so yeah, that's the end of the Johnny Edwards era. He only did the one album with them, and then Lou came back for an album I'll probably never own, even if I want to complete all the Foreigner stuff. But I don't know, see any reason to own. And either of you own this? I forgot to save the graphics for this. Whatever, it's fine. Mr. Moonlight. We're on what album 8, I guess, their second last album. This was like a reunion with Lou Gramm in like '97, I believe. And this one I struggled with. It's like I did not know what to pick up of this. Like this was just Lou Gramm's back. You're thinking we're getting the return of Rockin' Foreigner is back, and it's just the whole album is basically ballads for the most part. Like it's just so we got there's different track listings. There's a US and Canada one, there's a UK one. Don't really need to run through these tracks, but yeah. So Grant, what are you going with? Logan's so sick he left.
Well, he barely has internet. I'm gonna go with White Lie God damn Mr. Moonlight. It's 90s, ladies and gentlemen. We've brought Foreigner into the 90s. It's modern. It's radio friendly. I think Lou sounds great on this song. At least I can remember how it goes after it plays. But there are a lot of ballads, but that's what Mick Jones likes. We already have seen the future back. We've already seen the future.
Yeah.
We're still here. They realize that a Foreigner without Lou Gramm is like commercial suicide. So, and what was this on CMC? So we're on a label that CMC, really? They didn't do much with Night Ranger either.
Yeah.
But at least it's catchy. It's got a decent melody. It's accessible like all the other crap was. Yeah, it's fine, but that's the only redeeming quality that it's nice to have Lou Gramm back because he does sound good on it. He always delivers, but he's the only saving grace here because I really don't find that there's a lot of memorable tracks on here.
Memorable.
Like I said, I'd given up. Well, I'd given up way before this. Yeah, nothing here for me.
So Logan, what are you going with?
I went with Hole in My Soul, which is probably one of them ballads that you guys don't like. I'm not big on this album either.
How does it go again? Sing it.
No, I'm not going to sing
yourself. You have a hole in your soul.
I got a hole in my soul listening to this album. Maybe
100% got big holes.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you guys, these last two I don't think I've ever listened to until we decided to do this.
Yeah, same.
So, I can't. And Grant was just talking about I don't like being a negative guy. So,
he's going to be negative.
Well,
you are.
I mean, I only listened to it like 2 times in full. You know what I mean? So it's like I can't really. I don't know. Maybe that's all I needed to listen to it.
And go ahead.
Well, you guys are freezing up. I can't tell if I'm going good or.
No, you're good. I'll tell you.
You're good. You sound fine. You're not freezing up.
Sorry. Yeah, it's got like kind of an unplugged feel to it. I guess it's kind of got like a Zeppelin kind of thing to it. I think from like one of their acoustic kind of things. But yeah, I think Lou still sings great on this album, even if the content isn't the great.
Yes.
And and the chorus and the lead solo from Mick are probably the best parts of the song, like usual, in these last couple albums.
Oh no,
we lost Mr.
Jones is interfering with his internet.
Yeah, Mick Jones is like, Well, Logan's the one praising it, so he shouldn't be cutting Logan's internet out.
Yeah, Stephen David says Bruce Turgon is on bass, and that's good because you have a member of Black Sheep on here, and also from Lou Graham's solo band. So I'm good with that.
Oh boy, poor Logan.
Keep going. All right, we can keep
All right.
going.
All right, yeah, you got Bruce Turgon on here from or Turgeon from Black Sheep, but you'd think the album would have been better. Nope.
No.
It's just no. I went with I can't believe I went with this, but I almost just said nothing. I can't pick anything, but I just went with Big Dog, which is
Okay.
at least it's heavy, I guess, but it doesn't sound anything like Foreigner. Like there's not even really vocals. There is, but I don't even know if that's Lou doing that. He's just kind of like doing this deep, and the lyrics are ridiculous. Big dog scratching at the door with this big dog. It's like what?
I
Like
don't know.
these lyrics, big dog growling, grr, bad dog, babe, you better keep away. This dog bites, like just totally ridiculous. And he's not even singing it. He's just kind of like this really deep voice with some effect, and it doesn't even sound like Lou. But the guitar is pretty cool. There's a good solo in there. If I had to pick something, gun to my head, I'd go with this. But this was tough. I almost just said I don't like anything, but I went with that. So
Fair enough.
just I don't know. It was a tough one. And
It's
we
all right.
get their final album with basically, Mick Jones, and there's like nobody else left from like the classic lineup. You got Kelly Hansen from Hurricane singing on this, but this is the was it like a Wal? I think this was like a Walmart exclusive.
It was.
A lot of those bands, Journey did that, Kiss did that with Sonic
REO
Boom,
did
like
that.
Aerosmith, I think, with Music from Another Dimension, and
Mm.
there's a lot of those. But I'm looking forward to this. I thought this might be good, but then even this is very forgettable. This album as well. You got Can't
More
Slow
than
Down, In Pieces, When It Comes to Love, Living in a Dream, I Can't Give Up, Ready, Give Me a Sign, I'll Be Home Tonight, Too Late, Lonely, As Long as I Live, Angel Tonight, and then they re-recorded Fool for You anyway for some reason of all the songs to re-record. So what would you have to go with?
my pick. I'm gonna go. Well, this was originally like on the greatest hits record, and they brought it over, but I think this is the best track on the record. Too Late. It's a rock anthem. I think it's memorable. I think Kelly Hansen sounds great. And
Yeah,
when I listen to it, I have to do a double take because I'm thinking, is that Lou?
yeah,
Is that Lou? But then I go, well, he doesn't have the right inflection. But he does have a similar energy. I have to admit, if you're not going to have Lou Graham sing, I think Kelly was a good choice. Uh, I think I'm going to have to say, I think it's a decent track. Is this my Foreigner? No.
no,
But it doesn't make me want to go in the corner and throw up. I don't have a problem with it. The rest of the record, though,
yeah,
I, I I can see why they brought it over from the greatest hits record. They needed something else on the record to give it some life.
yeah,
And that's the only track that the rest of it not memorable. It's just going through Mick Jones going through the motions.
pretty
But
much.
Kelly Hansen, I will give Kelly props.
He was the right
He
choice.
does, he does a good
The
job.
voices are somewhat similar.
Yeah. Now I don't remember when he was in Hurricane. Did he sound like Lou Graham in Hurricane?
Not really, because it was like a hair metal band, so he's kind of singing more high pitched and was kind of like, yeah,
But could you tell any?
no,
You couldn't tell.
you couldn't really tell it's the same guy. I thought it was a weird hire when they announced it. I was like, the guy from Hurricane is going to sing for Foreigner. We'll see how that goes, but worked out, I guess.
He can mimic Lou Graham pretty well.
But even he's not there anymore.
No.
I don't even know who's there now. But
Well, Lou's singing. He's filling in.
oh, yeah, he's like filling in, doing certain shows. But yeah, I'm the same. I went with Too Late. Everything else just seemed generic. Too Late almost reminds me a little bit of Cold as Ice. Kind of has that sort of feel to it.
Mhm.
That's and it does. It sounds like Lou. At first, you're like, "Is this actually Lou?" But it's pretty much what you said. It does just kind of have that actually classic Foreigner sound to it. It's the only song on here that really sounds like Foreigner. Everything else just kind of sounds like a generic, like modern melodic rock song, and nothing really stands out. It's just kind of very, very generic. But Too Late is for me. As soon as I heard Too Late, I thought this was going to be an album where I picked nothing. But then Too Late came on. I'm like, okay, thank God I can pick something.
Well, there's some redeeming quality to it.
Yeah,
At
it's
least
all
it's
right.
memorable.
But I don't think I would ever put this on again to listen to this. I just wouldn't. The
But
only,
the band, you listen to it, is there's really nothing here that really has any kind of Foreigner trademarks. I mean,
no,
a clone, but they lost that a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Moonlight doesn't sound really like a
No.
fort. It sounds like
I don't even know what to say that sounds
I
like.
don't know. I'm just so disappointed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ernesto says, "City, let's turn this into a 3-hour show." Well, we're done, Ernesto.
Yeah, then you got yeah, what's cool well, I don't like the second disc because they're just remixes of all the classic songs, and it's just I don't want like
Well,
when
you
they
know you've jumped the shark then.
yes, and then what's cool is getting the live DVD though of the song. That I like. But, like yeah, you don't need to listen to the remixes. I'd rather just listen to the original. It's just
Right. It's
why like
why.
they did that on the Kiss one too on Sonic Boom, re-recorded all their greatest hits, and I don't know with their current lineup. It's just I don't know.
Yeah. Not
But
much anything more to add.
no, so that's our favorite song from each album. Logan's internet cranked out on us, unfortunately. Mick Jones probably hacked it and said,
Oh,
"Yeah."
I know he did. Just
Well,
little
Logan was the only
censorship.
one praising everything, so he would have cut us off, not him.
What did he say? Didn't he chime in that what was his favorite track?
I think he said "Ready."
Okay.
That's a decent
Okay,
song.
Ready is my pick from Can't Slow Down. Okay.
Yeah, there.
Well, can't like everything.
Yeah, yeah. Just I don't know, forgettable album as well to me, except for like I said, "Too Late." But yeah, yeah. That's it. So I'll wrap this up, and yeah, thanks, Grant, for doing this. It was fun.
Sorry I went on tangents, but I always do.
Shows always go on
Damn
tangent.
Billy Joel. That damn Billy Squire.
What are your thoughts on Cheap Trick the Doctor? No, let's not get into that. Don't listen
I'd
to it.
like a remix, slip away, get rid of all the production.
Get rid of all the songs.
No, I think that there are songs in there if you could get through the horrible
Uh,
production.
yeah. Yeah. Thanks for being here. What do you got coming up? Oh, I know, but what do you got coming up tonight?
Jamie Laszlo's coming on the show, and anybody who does a listening party, as you know, that they get to choose the
Topic.
topic or the genre of music,
Genre.
and he picked divas because we know Jamie Laszlo loves that stuff. But his original playlist was very diva-like, and so I went, we gotta have some rock and roll in there, so I kinda modified it a bit.
Okay.
We have some it's not all what you think. Not
No.
all Janet Jackson.
Janet and Madonna.
There will be Janet and Madonna.
Can you play
Gracious.
Madonna? I guess you can probably.
Yeah, you can play Madonna.
Mhm.
But hey, that's what the warehouse is about. If he wants to come on as a guest and that's what he wants,
Yeah.
let's do it. Let's see what happens. Throw it out there, see if
All
it
right.
sticks.
So you got Rock and Pop Divas tonight on the Warehouse for the listening.
Yeah.
Any other
I'm
shows?
glad we added
before
some
that,
rock
or well, you just did the Rock Candy show at 10. And,
candy show. Pete
yeah.
Pardo and Brendan Snyder.
Yeah. Anything else you want to plug for tomorrow, or any other upcoming shows that you got?
I don't think anything's happening tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing really, but that's about it.
Oh, okay. Cool. So yeah, you go check that out. And yeah, I'm sure everyone that's watching this is basically from the Warehouse chats anyway. So
Yeah, everybody already knows what's going on. I haven't seen anybody that I haven't known.
yeah, everyone here is pretty much yeah. So yeah, thanks for doing this. This was fun.
All right, cool. Always
Maybe
a
we'll
fun.
have you back for
Yeah, I
another.
don't see anybody in the chat that I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
That's funny.
Be another band we could probably do this from down the line, but I'm trying to think of something. But so, yeah,
We won't be covering the Lou Gramm solo albums because that would
no,
cause Logan to become sick.
it'd be like a 5-minute show. There's like 3 albums.
Yeah, it's too bad we lost Logan, but
It's not the same.
it's just not the
Hmm.
same.
Okay, so yeah,
It's just not sane.
there you go. Yeah, there you go. Get DC on for a vaudeville listening party.
West Coast Dave, we just did the Rock Candy show at 10:00.
Yeah, that leap.
All right, we wrap it up.
Yep. All right, let's wrap it up. So thanks to Grant for joining us. Thanks for Logan
See
for while he
everybody.
was here. And yeah, we'll see you next week doing the same thing with White Lion. Logan won't be taking a part in that because he's not a White Lion guy, but we got 4 guests coming on, so he might
He
just pop
can't
in to just
partake.
get educated, I guess. I don't know.
He doesn't like White Lion enough to make a comment.
told him it's only 4 albums. Don't listen to them. But I guess if he's not into it, he's not into it. So.
Man, I don't get that. All right.
All right. So yeah, we'll
You
be
might
back.
listen to it again and then get turned on to it. You never know. Things
know.
change. Your tastes change.
Yeah, that's what we're doing next week for this. So favorite song from each of those 4 albums. So we'll be doing that. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. And again, thanks for Brad for doing this. And we'll see you again next weekend.
All right. We'll see you.
Have a good day, everyone.